If you were wondering, yes, this happens to be my tripod that's back here. Being the smart person that I am, I lost an essential piece to my tripod. The part that keeps the camera on the tripod. Welcome to the other side of my room where there happens to be a shelf that I can put my camera on. So today I have decided to tell you a story. Because when it comes down to it, I have a lot of pretty funny stories. At least I think they're funny. And I love hearing other people's stories about stuff, so I figured this could be fun thing. Now to begin the story, one must know that I am prone to almost passing out sometimes. It's not that, like, I'm okay, bam, type thing, though. What happens is I get super overheated. Next thing that happens is I start getting really, really dizzy. And by this point I know that it's not just me being overheated, it's much worse. And I need to sit down now. And lastly, I go completely blind. After that, I presume the next step would be me actually passing out. But fortunately, that has not happened. Now, although this isn't the type of thing that happens very often, it seems like whenever it does happen, I'm in some weird places. The most interesting time of me almost passing out was in a World War II German submarine. I know you guys are like, what? What? If any of you have been to Chicago's Museum of Science and Industry, then you might know what I'm talking about. Or not, because it's one of those special exhibits you have to pay extra for. So it's my younger brother's birthday, and we thought it'd be fun to go to the Museum of Science and Industry, because he's into all that gunk. I had actually been in the submarine before when they had first got it at the museum, so I knew that it was a place that was really, really small and really cramped because they shove as many people in those tours as possible. So we're looking at all this stuff and I'm overheated. I think I'm gonna be fine, you know? So we get into the very first part of the submarine and the lady's explaining stuff and I'm not paying attention. All I can think is that, one, I'm overheated, and two, that this time we went through what was the exit the last time I'd been in the submarine. And then all of a sudden, my vision is gone. I've never had this happen before. I'd never just gone completely blind somewhere, let alone in an extremely small, crowded German submarine. Not knowing what to do, I literally grabbed the closest person to me and hoped to God that it was someone in my family. Luckily, it was my dad who was like, "What? Hey, I am completely blind." I take his arm and I just go right to the outside of the submarine and I sit there for a little while. And he's telling everyone, oh, she freaked out because she's claustrophobic. I'd just like to point out that's not true. And although this was a small space with a ton of people, you don't know crowded until you have ridden a CTA bus or train during rush hour. I've literally been unable to move my arms more than this. So he keeps trying to get me up to join the group again so we can catch up with the tour and see the submarine or whatever. And we go through the next room and I'm still super dizzy. My vision has come back at this point, but I'm so dizzy, it's not helping. We get to what I think was a kitchen or something. I just remember tile. And it's out again. And the second time I managed to grab a rail. I'm walking down and I'm holding this rail for dear life, and then it ends. And I know that the rail ends here, and I have to exit out this way. But I did not want to let go of that rail. Like, obviously I knew my dad was going to escort me out and not let me hit anything. But it's so intimidating to not have any idea where anything else is. Then on top of that, because I'm still dizzy, I'm walking really crooked and stuff. So he takes me out and we find a corner and I just sit in the corner while my dad's fanning me with his coat until my vision came back. And we just waited there until my mom and brother got out and were like, haha, you missed it. Sorry, I almost passed out. Yeah, that's how I almost passed out in a World War II German submarine. So I mean to ask you guys stuff, but I always forget. So, if any of you guys happen to have any fun stories about almost passing out places or sickness and injury and that stuff, go ahead and tell me in the comments. Because I like hearing stories. If you have anything, that'd be cool. If not, then maybe another time, maybe another video. And I will see you guys later. Bye! gonna lie, I really missed standing up in videos. I feel like I have all this room to do things.